Today we're going to look at how scientists know that the climate change that is happening now is different from the way in which our climate has changed in the past. So we know, if we look at the Earth's temperature over the last, let's say 800,000 years, but we could go further back in time. We can have time along our x-axis and temperature along our y-axis. The Earth's temperature has fluctuated, it's gone up and down. But recently, the Earth's temperature has increased far quicker than it has in the past. And we know in the past that these changes were due to several natural factors. So the increase in temperature here might have been due to changes in the Earth's orbit. We know that when our Earth has an elliptical orbit, the Earth gets colder, but here, where we've got a warmer temperature, the Earth is likely to have, here's our Sun, a circular orbit, a circular path around the Sun. Whereas here, when our Earth has got colder, that might be due to an elliptical orbit, or it could be due to something else, like during that period, there were a lot of volcanic eruptions that reflected the radiation from the Sun and made the Earth cooler. But, as I've said, the Earth's climate recently is changing much faster than it has in the past. And scientists know this because they've studied the Earth's climate in the past. And they've studied the Earth's climate in two ways. They've looked at dendrochronology and they look at ice cores. And we're going to start off with dendrochronology. Dendrochronology is the study of tree rings. When a tree grows, it uses energy from the sun to grow. And as a tree grows, its trunk, this part here, the trunk, will get thicker. And the tree grows in summer, and it grows in summer because that's when there's the most energy from the sun. Whereas in winter, the tree will grow less. And some trees in winter drop their leaves, don't they? And that's because they're not photosynthesizing, they're not taking energy from the sun to grow. So the tree grows much less in winter than it does in summer. Eventually, whether that tree lives 100 years, 200 years, 400 years, is going to die. Here's our dead tree lying on the ground. But scientists can look at the tree's trunk to see what the climate was like over that tree's lifetime. So here's our scientists. They're coming along and they're going to study the tree. They're a dendrochronologist. And what they do is they cut into a section of the tree's trunk. And they look at how the tree's grown. So if we cut into a section of the tree's trunk, what we'll find is that there are rings. Here's our tree trunk. That first ring, that was the first year of a tree's life when it was really small. In the second year, it grew another ring. In the third year, it grew another ring. In the fourth year, it didn't grow as much, so we got a smaller ring. And then in the fifth year, it grew a bigger ring, and on and on and on. There will be, depending on the age of the tree, there will be a ring in the tree trunk for every year it's been alive. Remember that we said trees grow the most in summer? Well, they also grow quicker when it's warmer. So this really wide ring here would tell scientists that that year the tree was growing, the climate was really warm. Whereas this much thinner ring, well, that year the tree didn't grow very much, so the climate was very cold. So by studying the rings of trees, scientists can tell whether the climate has been warm or cold. But obviously, trees only grow in specific places. So you get the temperature of a specific place over time. But if you look at enough trees, in lots of different places, you can estimate what the climate of that region was like when the tree was growing. And scientists have been studying tree rings, and they can go back 12,000 years. Sometimes they don't just use trees, they might use wood. So wood that's found in churches will still have those tree rings in. And they can look at how the Earth's climate was over the last 12,000 years. Then they can compare that to the Earth's climate today and look at whether the changes that are happening today are normal or not.